today. And here we go, once in a lifetime, a reversible, beautiful gemstone necklace, and it's big, with a center cushion at 31 by 31 millimeters. Never before in Jay's 26 amazing years has he done anything like this. The size, the drama, the passion of J. King Mindfind really comes through, there's no doubt. Orshi right now has on the blue lace agate with beautiful lapis. It's those blues, all about the blues. Lengthwise 18¼ going to about 21 inches. Look at the size, look at the shapes, and look at the faceting. Or she's got it on the checkerboard faceted side. However, if I show you on the blue lace agate on my side, you'll notice I can turn it over and it's smooth, highly polished. So 2 necklaces in one. There's the highly polished side, the smooth side. The other side has the faceting. You can wear it 2 different ways, it's 2 different looks. We've sold an extraordinary number of this color. I don't know how long it's gonna last, that is for sure. That really demonstrates it. The color we showcase there is the Mookite. And the Mookite has reds and creams and greens and multi-colors in it that we love. Let me show you the Mookite. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, there's something so otherworldly about it. And this color combination, as you would imagine from Mother Nature, just works so, so well. All right, $99. Even Jay's simplest necklaces would be $140, $130, $150. This is big, bold, and special at $99. I want to show you the Petrified Wood because America has fallen in love with the Petrified Wood. I'm going to show you their smooth side and their faceted side, using 6 different woods from the United States of America. This is extraordinary. We're talking millions and millions and millions and millions of years of age. The colors here have resonated with everybody. We're gonna dive in to show you why we've sold nearly 2,000 in one airing. Is this selling out early? Unquestionably. At least 2 of these colors will be gone very early today. Just so you can kind of get a head start, we saw a lot of folks picking up some of the ensemble pieces. I'll give you the more details later and I'll kind of pair them back as we go through the presentation. I have a matching ring available in sizes 5 through 12. I have a cuff available that is spectacular. I have 2 options in earrings. I have the stud earrings. The studs are $89 and change. The drop earrings were the more popular style. If you want the drop earrings there, $111. Again, all stamped 925 sterling silver. We also have the stretch bracelet. This was the #1 additional piece. 1 size for all. This is easy on, easy off, no fidgety clasps. Love the way Jay did this. And the stretch bracelet is really reasonable, only $64. Okay, that's where we start. All of this today's special is in response to Customer Appreciation Month. Jay, I started by saying this is from your personal collection, your private collection. We talk about this being decades in the making. What do we mean by that? Why can't you just go out to the mall and buy something like this?
Well, even now, okay, if you were a manufacturer, if you do what I do, right, and you're manufacturing, the key thing is if you don't have the ingredients to manufacture with, right, then you can't make it. Okay, that's just basic common sense, right? In all 3 of these cases, the only thing that remotely available might be the Mookite, and there might be just a little bit. I don't know. Glenn hasn't mined it for at least 3 to 5 years that I'm aware of. I know our material is over 5 years old, and it's some of the finest. This right here is what you're showing it. In everybody, we're having such an incredible response because people understand this. This is petrified woods from the United States. This material, this rough material, think about this, was collected. We got this from the Johnson family, from Phil's private collection. This was his life, his passion, was collecting petrified woods, and he was known in fact, he was the go-to person for knowledge and source on any kind of petrified woods, especially the petrified woods that came from America. All of these materials, every single one of all 3 of them are from our private collection, but the petrified wood comes from the Johnson family private collection. 20 years ago, when Phil was getting up in age and he did the honor of selling us his entire collection. Now, what makes this so unusual, so unique, and so different is that this material is not available, okay? And this is the end kind of what we have. We've been working that load for about 20 years. We've through his collection. We've almost worked through the material. You're looking at material that was formed between 30 and 50 million years ago. I love how Orshi's paired that back with the dragon, which just shows the versatility of the Mindfind designs, right? Because they're made from the natural materials. You know, they complement each other real well. So even if you buy one design, that doesn't mean that you're not going to have things that you can accessorize back to or stack with them. The petrified wood, though, what I find so incredible about this, these are, and this contains 6 types. We use 6 different types of petrified woods in making these designs. Now, that being said, every one of these is uniquely different in their own right. They're the same pattern, but they will not be, you can show different necklaces. You can show all the necklaces you have there. You're going to see that everyone's uniquely different in their own right. There's no 2 of them that can be identical. And really, to tell you the truth, you really want them identical, right? You really truly are buying a one-of-a-kind design here. The petrified wood, there again, if it wasn't for Phil, when it was collected in the 60s and 70s, we wouldn't be able to have that. That is from our private collection. The same thing with the Lapis and the blue lace agate. The blue lace agate from Springbok, South Africa. This combination is just over the top. I'm not going to, you know, for anybody who has shopped with us for any length of time, you know the story with Lapis. If you've got a Lapis resource and you can get this grade of Lapis, hook me up, okay?
Let Jay know.
I would be deeply in your debt. I can't, you know, it's just not available. Now, can you get Lapis? We just did our bathroom, you know, in this house that we built, and we have Lapis tile, right? We have, you know, but if I showed you that and you showed this, you would see the difference, right? Now, I can take you to yards where there's hundreds of tons, hundreds of thousands of tons of Lapis. Of all that Lapis that's in there, there would be 0 of that grade. And that's the difference, is that super high grade, that A, AA, AAA grade Lapis. It's just not to be had, and hasn't. All of this is, some of this material has been in my collection for over 20 years, okay? The most recent material was bought about 5 years ago. And that's what all of a sudden somebody turned off the faucet. Now, I did recently, about 6 months ago, I bought 1 ton of really super high grade Lapis, paid a stupid price for it. But you know, just because it's such a high grade and I could get it, right? And I'll make it, I'll never be able to do necklaces, but I could do cabochons with it. But that's the only Lapis of that grade that I bought in the last about 5 years. You just don't see this quality. It is just not available. It's not out there. So if you want it in your collection, and if you want it from me, I'm just telling you, you know, here again, the golden rule: no material, no design, right? You know, if you don't have the makings to make it, you can't make it, right? I love this, and you know, we're talking about the Lapis and the petrified wood, but we're not talking about the Mookaite. And Mookaite really is uniquely, it's so special, it's so different. And again, this only comes from one known deposit. There's 2 suppliers. But it's the same deposit. Glenn owns one side of the claim, and then we have another individual that owns the other side of the claim. This was mined at, I believe, at least 5, maybe even 7 years ago, but he has mined it 3 years ago. I know that they went in, and when I say they mine it, this is, you know, just like any of the deposits in Australia, that the miners that I work with. What they do is they have these, what they call a road train, right? And they load all their equipment on it. So it's like a big diesel tractor, and then you're pulling 3 smaller, you know, like 3, it's a train, literally, but it's a road train. So they put all their equipment on that. They put all their water, all their food, all their fuel, everything goes on that. They go back to where they have their claim, and they sit there and they mine on site. Usually it's 4 to 6 weeks. until they either run out of fuel, they run out of water, or they run out of food, right? And then what they do, and usually what they do, they run out all three about the same time. When you say, well, why don't they just go get more? Yeah, if you go to where I go in the Outback, that will answer your question. Okay, it is not like it's not even a 50-mile drive. You're talking about days, right, to get somewhere, and then days to come back. And this is over. These aren't paved highways. Okay, these are dirt runs and dirt trails. That they go from a paved highway actually out there. They literally camp out on site with everything that they have. And what I love about the Mookaite, though, it's so unique, it's so special, it's so different. I would just own Mookaite just so when people ask me what that is, you can say Mookaite. I just love Mookaite. I mean, I love the sound of it. Isn't that cool?
Okay, so let me give you a quick update. With 2,000 sold and over 450 people placing orders, this is where we are. Before you get sleepy tonight, there are, I lost the blue lace agate. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, let me put that back there for a second. This color, which is the Lapis and blue lace agate, extremely successful this evening, will be a very early sellout today. So if you want the Lapis and blue lace agate, go for it. America's jumping on this because it's $99.98. The Petrified Wood is where we'll go next and discuss more of why this has been so red hot and so popular. And then, of course, we're just saying Mookaite. We love the Mookaite. That's over here as well. I've been paring back the cuff, the earrings, the stretch bracelet, and we'll give you a closer look at those after our today's special. This hour there's a lot of stuff. Jay and I have some clearance specials, kind of last of the quantities. So again, this is a super short presentation. Jay and I have 5 minutes left on our today's special. Before we went live tonight, just a couple hours before we went live, HSN made the decision to make this an even better opportunity. They took the price from like 120 something down to 99. All the information I have on my details is all out of date because of this last minute price change, but I'm thrilled that they did. Jay, in all the years that you've been on, and look, every today's special is special, but honestly, at $99, if I go to your collection online at hsn.com, you don't find necklaces of this sheer size at this price. It just doesn't happen.
Well, let's put it this way. If I made a living selling my necklaces on this size with these kind of materials, you probably wouldn't be talking to me, right? Because I guarantee you're not putting any food on the table or shoes on your children's feet, okay? Okay, and we're the manufacturers, guys, okay? So you're buying as direct as you can get. When we give you these prices, a lot of times these prices are really almost wholesale prices to begin with, especially on today's specials. Today's special is just that. It's special for that day only, right? So the original price we did this on it, we bled to do that. We bled. And then at the last minute, we get this call and they said, look, it's an amazing deal, but we want to make it even more amazing. So that's what they came up with.
You're a generous man, Jay. Okay, you're a generous man.
No, but I tell you, you can't do it for that.
No, it's true.
Before it was an unbelievable deal. This is just crazy, right out of the box, crazy. Okay, and you're getting materials here again. Okay, not to beat this to death, but you're getting materials that just aren't out there, guys. You don't see this. These are from our private collection, especially the Petrified Wood's a perfect example. Comes from the Johnson family. That was Phil's private collection. These materials were collected in the 60s and 70s. And when we bought his collection, he did the honor of us. Now, when we bought this collection and we were able to get the world that I live in is a very, very small world. All the manufacturers, they kind of know each other. They know who any of the larger players, everybody kind of knows each other. I had so many people that know when we got this because they tried to buy select materials. And he wanted to sell the whole thing and, and he did us the honor of giving it to us because he knew that we were going to use all the materials, right? And that we would get it out there. And that's what he really wanted. He wanted to turn people on to Petrified Wood. But you have woods in here from all over the United States. Every one of them, that's what it has in common. They're all from the United States. Okay, blue lace agate in the Lapis. Again, there's nothing lower than an A-grade material, and you don't usually cut that grade of material and use it in necklaces. These are almost like cabochons. They're because they're so big. If you see any of the jewelry that you're doing, any of the upsell items or things that go accessorize with this, and you'll see it is AAA grade material. But here again, we're just using this material until it's gone. To be honest with you, on all of these, pretty much, these materials, I could literally sell the material for more than for what you're seeing
I believe
made
it,
into
Jay.
jewelry.
I believe it.
No, honestly, I could take the rough material right now. It's just not out there, and I could just take the rough material. But then we wouldn't have it for our show. We wouldn't have it for our viewers. But the value of this, guys, the value is like through the roof crazy. Anybody who's shopped with us, we've been on for 26 years. Anybody who's ever shopped with us, you know that when we give you, I'm not telling you we gouge you, we give you unbelievable deals, unbelievable prices. We wouldn't be here for 26 years if we weren't doing something right? And people appreciate it, and we appreciate our viewers. And thank goodness they appreciate us and what we do. And they've done the honor of keeping us involved for so long and really made this happen. So that being said, these materials that you're looking at here are things that, you know, that are special, that you can't get. They're just not out there. They're not commercially available. You can't buy the rough. And so unfortunately, though, is when they're gone, they're gone. And in the case of the petrified wood and the lapis and blue lace agate, you're looking at kind of the last of the last guys that we're going to be able to do. You're not going to see this down the road.
Okay, so I know we're bringing it to a close, folks. We'll spend a moment going through the matching pieces because some of those are now nearly completely sold out. Just bear that in mind. Those three choices again, petrified wood, 6 different woods from the United States of America, decades in the making. Everybody's gone wild for this colorway, the colors, I mean, just, it works so beautifully. Size right here is a massive 31 by 31 millimeter, beautifully crafted by hand, priceless, forget $99. Blues, we love our blues, and the combination of the lapis and the blue lace agate is just a marriage made in heaven. It's soothing and cooling and fresh and exciting. Love it. Don't forget the length goes up to about 21 inches, so wearable. And then the mookaite, we love mookie. This is the mookaite. The mookaite over here, again, look at the different shapes, the cuts. That's the checkerboard faceting on this side. The other side is smooth. It is a 2-in-1. So you're getting 2 different looks for one price. We have flex pay available as well, which brings it home for $20. That's always an exciting way to go as well. 755-838 is your item number. Before we move into the rest of the show, and Jay and I have some clearance specials that we're excited to talk about. Let's take you through the other pieces. The most popular earring selection is the drop earring, and I paired the drop earrings in front of the today's special. What you'll love about the drop earrings, you've got these 3 different shapes, absolutely surrounded with stamped 925 sterling silver, fun, flirty, an affordable way to complete the look. Jay, just, you know, when you do a today's special, I don't think everybody always realizes that we have so much fewer of the partner pieces, and once they're gone, they're never brought back. So if you're the kind of person that likes to get a set, that opportunity, that window of opportunity is very small.
Well, and I always tell this sincerely because, let's face it, I'm married. Okay. So,
that you are, my friend.
So, you know, my wife and I, we have a great relationship, and you know, and I'm guilty too. You know, I'm totally guilty, right? And we have this thing called the budget. But
what's that?
But yeah, but at times a budget does, you know, for some reason gets to, you know, we forget about that budget for the day. I don't want people to do that. Okay, don't fall into that trap. But I will tell you right now, okay, if you like these materials, and again, if you can do it without getting yourself in trouble, you might want to think about buying the accessories to these. These will never, when they're sold out, they're not remade, okay? I won't ever make these again. Another thing is, especially with these particular materials, we're down to the wire on it. And so we wouldn't, even if you called me and said, Jay, please, And I couldn't do it. I mean, you know, I wouldn't have anything to be able to make it. So if you want something that is cut from the same material, that was cut from the same lot, from the same load, from the same collection, then these are beautiful accessory pieces that we make. Now, they're very limited. There's not a lot of them, but they'll never, ever be repeated. This will be the only time that you see these. You might see that same design, but it would be in another material, but this is the only time, your only opportunity.
The cuffs, the drop earrings we've done, just so everybody can see the stud earrings, I have those available as well. These are a nice size, big and bold. If you'd rather have studs on the drop, go for it. Again, these are faceted, which is really helping to bring them to life. It creates those sides and surfaces so the light can truly reflect. Look at the quality that you're getting of the lapis. I mean, really, it's like the midnight sky. Of course,
I call these studs on steroids.
Yeah, that's what they are. Just the word stud is underselling it. They're so big.
But they're okay. When you say stud earrings, okay. When you say stud earrings, everybody always thinks about the little stud. These are studs on steroids. Okay, I got these. You know, like you can always tell anything I designed, right? Because it's usually, you know, a little bit larger than the other pieces that we do, right? But I believe in, you know, go big or go home. Yeah. You know, that's my theme, and it's always been my theme when I design. To the point where a lot of our viewers have said, Jay, I love your big bold, and they're very nice about it. They go, God, Jay, I love your big bold look, but you know, I'm a little bit petite. Is there something you can make me just a little smaller? And so, but they're very nice about it. You know, they're, you know, when I see them and everything, and so. You know, that's why we design everything in house, and that's why we've got a team that designs, so you get a little different look on everything. I love this ring, very contemporary. Look at the amount of silver in this, though. Look at the finish on this. This is all done by hand. It's all hand polished. Look at the final finish on this sterling silver. You could literally shave in that. It's just an incredible design, incredible finish. I love the contemporary way, the way it looks, the way it lays, the way it accessorizes back to the other designs is really, truly amazing.
So the last piece is the stretch bracelet, and the stretch bracelet has been the most popular additional piece. So you can see the blue lapis with the lace agate. You can see the mookaite, which is what Orshi, our lovely model, has on. And then, of course, the petrified wood. Easy on, easy off, no hassle with clasps. $64, super affordable, something that I think you'll love to wear and just so enjoy. Jay, I love the way Orshi paired the stretch bracelet back with the cuff. I mean, it all works so well together.
Okay, and I want everybody, if you like, on the Today's Special, to really understand this, and that originally, at the original price, was just a crazy, crazy value. I mean, we really just, I mean, you know, we worked so hard to be able to bring it in at that. You know, the stretch bracelet's a great comparison, a great thing. That is the real price. Okay, I mean, that is what we would sell that for normally. Okay, look at what the cost of the stretch bracelet, which I'm not saying that is fair. I mean, that's even, it's better than you could get it. Number one, you can't get the material, but it's a great price. Look at the size of this necklace, and look at the price. And they you know, originally, the price was crazy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Originally, the price was crazy. I mean, we worked so hard to be able to get it because we wanted to do it as a Today's Special, and we really wanted to give it an incredible value. But, and then these, they're the perfect match back, but look at the price. And here again, I'm not like it. This is a tremendous value. This is normal. But that also shows you why the necklace, the Today's Special, is over the top. Crazy, what I call a stupid price. I don't think I'm supposed to say that. It's either, I'm not supposed to say crazy or stupid. I don't remember which. But one of those two, they wrote me a memo one time. You know, I think it was stupid. I'm not supposed to say a stupid price, but it is. It's a stupid price.
You say it as you see it, Jay, and I will go along with that. It is. Thank you for all of your orders on the Today's Special and all the matching pieces. Enjoy it, wear it in good health. The night is still young. 35 minutes. It's a roller coaster ride. Buckle in. Clearance specials for our late night owls. The fun starts right after this.
Appreciation Month is all about you. All of April, we're showing the love to our HSN card VIPs with exclusive perks like VIP Thursdays, a special offer every Thursday in April, plus Extra Flex or 12-month VIP financing on so many items. Not a card member? Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. Visit hsn.com/HSN card or call 1-800-284-3100 for details on our exclusive VIP offers. Ingredients that are rich in tradition, born from the clouds and foothills of the Himalayan mountains. Clean beauty that protects, nourishes, and repairs hair and skin. Shop the Tweaked by Nature Beauty Collection on HSN and hsn.com.
I'm on a hunt for the things that make life easier. You know, the products you can't live without. It's all about having the right tool for the right job. Come join me every Saturday at 7 a.m. to find out what makes me say, now that's clever.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that you get the products I'm offering, but it's very important that you get the information I'm sharing, because information is the key to being a healthy person.
We love our gemstones to be beautiful, colorful, and durable. That's why we give some of them a little more love. Enhancements may require special care and may not be permanent, while others may last a lifetime. For more information, visit hsn.com and search Gemstone Care to see our gemstone enhancement chart.
I just want to tell everybody how much we appreciate our viewers and making it happen for us for 26 years. It's not just us, it's all the lives that you affect around the world because of your interest in what we do.
It's true, and we want to thank you so much for being so loyal to HSN. Maybe you're just finding us tonight. Hopefully you'll be with us for the next 26 years as well. Well, I promised you that we would have some clearance specials, right? I'm not going to disappoint. First, take a look at it, because this is going to go fast. Midnight Black, the deepest, darkest black, okay? That's what you get with Midnight Black Chalcedony. A beautiful necklace, 20 inches to 2 3/4 inches. There are earrings to go along with it. How much do you think that necklace is? It's been a bestseller for us, but we only have a few hundred left. And when there's only a few hundred left of something, they discount the price significantly. I know it's late, but run, because you're gonna want this when I show you the price right now of $66.83. $66.83. The earrings are only $29.82. If you just love to add things to your collection and you love a great buy, a great value, a doorbuster, this is it. If you wear a lot of black, you're gonna wear this with everything. Midnight Chalcedony at our lowest price ever in history on HSN. Jay, these are silly prices. They're wonderful prices. And we like to do this at 1 a.m. in the morning for everybody that stayed up with us late. This is a killer deal on something that is so wearable.
You know, if you think about it, you know, like everybody, just like you always need certain things in your wardrobe, right, to accessorize with. And something black is one of those. And this is a very special material. This is Midnight Chalcedony. If you see it, it's a chalcedony. You know, chalcedonies come, excuse me, in every variety, every color of the rainbow, pretty much. Black is one of the ones, believe it or not, that is fairly rare. You don't really see it. Right. They call this midnight for a reason. It gleams, it glows, it's got that hard, it's got that wet look, even almost like a translucent, translucency to it. But it is a rich black material. Here it's looking a little lighter, like almost like a chocolate, but it is a deep, deep, deep black material. That's why they call it midnight, excuse me, midnight chalcedony. As far as price, oh, come on, give me a break. I mean, when we make, the findings that we do this 2 3/4 inch extender finding that we do that are our signature findings for this, we make those. Now, when I make those, we can't make them like 10 at a time, right? Or whatever. We literally we do a run. And we'll do a run of 10,000, right? When we make these, because we know we're going to use them. If I told you, but I know, we just built 10,000. If I told you just what that cost, and you would go, what? How could you sell that for 66? Well, you can't. I mean, you just can't do it. But it's really, if you read here again, you read the reviews. When we're selling them and we're closing out the clearance pricing them, it's not because people didn't love the designs. It's just that we just have too few of them. We're not going to bring this back. And there's no way in heck, absolutely no way, that you could possibly build this and sell it for that price. No. You couldn't do it. It's just not doable from a manufacturer's stance. I mean, so these are great values. It's your opportunity to take. I love these, and Orshi too, is like, especially if you got longer hair, you get those long dangles, but look at the beads on these, okay? And again, these aren't traditional, they're not machine cut beads. These are all done by hand. They actually mill every one of these. They're all milled by hand from the natural rough material. And the reason I know that is because we're the people that do it.
From the beginning to the very end, Jay's team do it all, right? And that's what's made this so special on HSN over all of these years. That's where you can get amazing values like this. We are now 50% sold out, so there's a lot of people grabbing it. Once it's gone, there's no wait list or extended delivery. Even if you want to get it and put it away for Mother's Day or for your sister or for somebody you love for a special occasion, it's worthwhile, especially because it's longer. Remember, this is up to a 22 3/4 inch length, so it's not like 18 inches. You've got the length here, and what's nice is the character, because when you look at it, it's all these beautiful shapes. You've got the faceted oval, the round, the rondelles, the freeform beads of all the midnight black chalcedony all strung together. 2.5 minutes or sell out, whichever happens first. The earrings are now over 70% sold out. The earrings are $29 and change, and the necklace is $66. And Jay, you were saying, obviously, all the different colors of chalcedony, this is one of the harder to find ones, right?
Well, you just don't see it. In fact, this is the only time I've actually seen, that we have. This is the only black chalcedony that we have. Okay. But chalcedony is really an amazing material, and you do find it in almost every color of the rainbow. It's really works really well. It's very hard. It polishes. It fastens beautifully. But one of the more rare colors that I've ever seen is black. In fact, this is the only time I've actually been able to buy black, and this is a midnight black. That why midnight chalcedony. I mean, that's what the miners call it. Yeah. But here again, the value, the craftsmanship that's involved in this, it just really, really is amazing. And I give for any of the guys out there that are watching that, and you're just hanging out, do what I take. I'm a trained professional. Okay. Do you know what I do? If you want to stay married for a long time, or you got another significant other that you want to, what you do is when you get things like this, you buy it and you stash it, right?
Buy it
because I guarantee you, I guarantee you, the day will come when you're in trouble, right? You're in trouble, or you forgot a birthday, or you forgot an anniversary, you forgot something, and that's your go-to. Or also, you can plan ahead where you're not that last minute, and then you get them something. I'm telling you, I do it right now. I've got 3. Sheila's asleep. She's probably not watching. So I've got 3 put back now that I have in my personal vault that she can't get into. I love it. So, but but you got to think ahead on this stuff. You got to think ahead.
Jay, stay right there. I know we're moving along from this one, but folks, don't hang up. We are counting you in. What an amazing response. And I've still got more tricks up our sleeves. Trust me, there's a lot of good stuff, including this next one. Making its appearance at the lowest price ever. Imagine dripping in Peridot, but I mean high grade. I mean premium grade. I mean luxury Peridot. Very rarely do you see this amount of peridot, fancy bead cut, hand faceted, the soothing, beautiful green. There's only 200 to go around for the entire country. This is not scheduled to be reordered ever again. 18 inches to 20 3/4 inches. Jay, I mean, other than the obvious, there's a lot of peridot here, and it's not just a lot of average, it's a lot of the best of.
You know, it was really funny because, you know, Alan's always good about calling me before the show. We discussed, you know, what's going on. And one of the things he remarked, he goes, I'm looking at the picture of this peridot. This is incredible. Does the quality really look that good? Because the picture's amazing. And I said, when you go on set, you'll see that the quality's even better than the picture. This is like to the nines, right? Top of the top material you get. This comes out of Brazil. Peridot, believe it or not, is not cheap, guys. All right. It's very expensive usually, and to be able to do this much material in one design and keep the price where it's affordable. You know, one of the things that I have had the luxury of doing in the last year, and I've got to actually go around and actually see what they retail things for, right? and go to jewelry stores and stuff and actually see what's out there, and go to, you know, we haven't had a lot of art events, but we have had a few of them now starting to pop up, and see what's available and what people are doing. And you just don't even in your jewelry store, you don't see anything like this. And if you do, you surely don't see it at this kind of value. But I love peridot. If you're a peridot person, and here again, peridot, so everybody knows, is a colored quartz. Yeah. Colored quartz, but it's natural. So you've got, you know, citrine's a colored quartz. Amethyst is a colored quartz. Peridot in the same family. It's a very, very special. And this is more like almost a gem grade a quartz material. And that's where, you know, the difference in the whites and the coloreds are.
So exciting, folks. So thrilled that you're loving this. About 150 now left. Look at the way it gathers together. It creates that fullness. It's got the status feel, right? Who's got this amount of peridot? A beautiful four-strand necklace, $128.48, 5 flexible payments. And this green is just, it revives, it's revitalizing, it's refreshing. It's gorgeous, and you'll see Orshi's kind of marrying this back with a few different pieces that are coming up in this hour. We have clearance steals, including some turquoise coming up. I have a Colors of Tourmaline necklace that is going for a song. It's one of my favorite pieces in the show. A lot of you still ordering the Midnight Chalcedony. But with peridot, Jay, it's one of those semi-precious gemstones that's always been popular. It's always, you talk about the amethyst and the peridots and the citrines and the blue topaz. It's always one of the hot flavors, right? It's always been like forever and a day.
Do you know what's really funny? If you look, this is what you're saying is very true, especially you're from the European across the big pond heritage there. If you go to any of the museums, right? If you go to in Europe, in almost any country, but especially in European countries, and you look at the art that they were doing back then, especially crown jewels, anything that was made, right, with gold, or gold or silver. They really didn't do platinum, but they, you know, anything in gold. And you would always think, you know, like when people think of diamonds, they think, well, you know, of course the crown jewels are going to be diamonds. That came in much, much later, right? What do you see? You see ruby, emerald, peridot, amethyst. Amethyst, at one time, the only way to get it is if you were very, very rich, very wealthy, or that royalty, right? So these are semi-precious stones, like you said, that you've seen, you know, that people perceived as being something very special for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
Stay right there for the peridot. They are telling me it's about to sell out, so I want to make sure your order is confirmed. We're going to keep going. Our today's special is available, the necklace of all necklaces. Look at the size, look at the drama. That's the lapis and blue lace agate. All those beautiful blues coming together. 2,400 reserved. Astonishing, folks. An early sellout for sure. We also have the Mukite, and of course the bestseller is the Petrified Wood, which is just blazing a trail, that is for sure. All three $99.98. Go online at hsn.com or call us to find out more about it. I'm gonna start over here. I was going fast forward to the Tourmaline, but hold on. I gotta go here first, and I'm glad we are. Next sale price. So this is gonna be a clearance. This is a mega sale on Azure Peaks turquoise jewelry. So this is more from the gallery collection from Jay. What you'll see here is the beautiful pendant. It comes with a necklace, oversized bail. As you'll see, you can use this necklace or you can use one of your own. 1, 2, 3, graduating size. Look at the color. Look at the decorative detail, all stamped 925 sterling silver. We were talking in the last hour about Jay's signature stones, and we know that Opal is one of them. We've been talking a little bit about opals tonight, and we'll continue to talk about them. The other is turquoise, and we always love discovering new turquoises, different turquoises. So many of us have heard, of course, of Sleeping Beauty and Kingman, but there are more, so many more to discover. And Jay, with Azure Peaks, it seems to have gained so much of a following in the past few months, because again, this is special. It's a new discovery.
You know, it's unique in the fact that when we first discovered Azure Peaks, this material comes out of the Gobi Desert in Mongolia. And at that time, when we first heard about it, it was through a geologist friend of ours. Look at it, and you can see some of the caps. Look at the clarity on that. It almost looks like Sleeping Beauty, right?
Yeah, it does.
The clarity of the material. What makes this material unique is the fact that we were there first, right? A geologist friend of ours is the one that turned us on to it, and they discovered turquoise. Now, that being said, he's not a jewelry dealer. He's not involved in that at all. He's involved in the metals industry. So he looks for gold, silver, aluminum, chromium, copper, nickel, that is zinc. That's what he's out there looking for. So when he called us and told us about the turquoise that they were finding, that is indicative. And here's the key thing: if you have turquoise, you have to have copper for sure. Copper is one of the main ingredients, and it gives the colors. There's so many minerals that have to be present, but copper is one of them, and kind of one of the main ingredients that has to be available. So that's how we were turned on to it originally. When we first found this deposit, it was just a surface deposit they had in mind. Now they've got infrastructure in there. It's turned into a huge mining project, and it's a big open pit copper mine now. And as they're getting lower and lower, they're starting to get this blue material like this. And this is some of the newer material. When I say new, this was acquired about 2 years ago. Okay, that's new in my world, right? I know that sounds, it's not like I went out last week and got it, right? But 2 years ago in my world is a very short time. It really is. Honestly, it is. You know, a lot of these materials in here again, now they've got some infrastructure. Before there were really any roads when we were first getting this. I mean, it's not like you go and call a certain company, right? And say, can you come pick up my parcel? No, it doesn't work like that, you know? And so, you know, when I say 2 years, do you know when you buy a lot of these materials that we buy, that when we first got into this material, it could take you easily 6 months to a year to get it from where you bought it to where you can work it. I mean, you know, 6 months to a year is very, very common. That's just to get it to start working with it, right? That doesn't mean that, you know, it's already done. I'm just talking from getting it from point A to point B. And another funny thing is, especially on a lot of these materials, people don't realize, sometimes it costs more to transport them than it did to buy them, right? But it all has to be done, right? That's why you got to get a really great value. I love this. This is most amazing. You like this?
Jay,
every color of the rainbow in Tourmaline.
I don't like to play favorites, but obviously we all have our certain ones that really just speak to us. I love this so much. This is the multicolored Tourmaline. I remember when Jay launched it. It's never been at $99. The reviews are fabulous. Mr. Producer Jared, how many of these are available? Because I'm hoping you're going to tell me 2,000. Is the 2,000 available? No, there's a lot less than 2,000 available. There's about 400. Okay, well, I'll take it. If you can, you should get this. It's beautiful. It's got these just, the colors just sporadically placed throughout. Jay, tell me about multicolored tourmaline, because at $99, for me, this is a must-have.
Well, you know, this is what they call watermelon tourmaline, right? So it's got that watermelon effect. So you've got the reds and the greens and the yellows. What makes this so unique, though, and so different is where it comes from. This comes from Madagascar. It's the only tourmaline deposit, actually, in Madagascar that I know of. This was a very small deal, very limited deal. These are all cut from the natural tourmaline crystals. I love this. We didn't facet it. It would have faceted beautifully, but we wanted to do something just like more of a contemporary high polish standard.
Like this. Yeah.
And yeah, so just to kind of give it without, we didn't really feel it needed a lot of bling to it, right, to really bring it out. So that's why we didn't facet it. But here again, this is all natural tourmaline. There's nothing that's been done to this. A lot of your tourmalines are heat treated, or they're radiated. They've done something to enhance the colors of them. These are the natural colors of this material. And here again, not to sound like a broken record, but when we have a clearance price, okay, our regular prices are already incredible. Yes. Okay. On the clearances, though, when you're giving them for these prices, you literally couldn't make it and sell it for that. And the only reason they do that, if you read the reviews, it's not because people didn't like the design or they don't like the material. It's just that we don't really have enough to market them. There's not going to, where we can't spend a lot of airtime on that. So they mark them down, and that's a huge opportunity. And usually, funny enough, for Adam and I, they put it on these late night hours, right? And they do something like this because, you know, they want to reward you for staying up, right? That's how I look at it. You know, I feel that they're giving you, the people that are hardcore, they're willing to stay up late, they're giving you a really, really amazing opportunity.
And that's why it's selling so quickly. Just over 300 left. With everyone on the phone line, it's more like 100 and 120 maybe. So this will be sold out tonight. There'll be no more airings or presentations. This is the last time on television for colors of tourmaline. Beautiful to wear, silky against the skin, let me tell you. So smooth. And I really hope that the colors come across on TV the way they do to the naked eye, because there's so much to discover with this. I mean, Jay, it's almost indescribable. The colors are just so wonderfully varied.
Well, if you go in this, and here again, this is a form of what they call watermelon tourmaline, because it's got all the different colors, right? Like almost a rainbow effect of the material. And that's what makes it so unique and so different, to where you get all these different colors. Also, I will tell you, this material, I get most of the material that I get out of South America, right? Out of Brazil. A lot of it comes out of Uruguay, Paraguay. That's where you get, you know, Brazil is really kind of, had always been my main tourmaline source. This material, the rough material in this quality, is usually through the roof, to where when you look at tourmalines, watermelon tourmalines, very seldom do you see anybody cut a beaded necklace out of it, right? They're cutting faceted cabochons or faceted gemstones, and they're putting it in something. You see it, you know, usually like where smaller cuts, multiple inlays in silver and in gold, is where you normally see tourmaline. It's not inexpensive. It's one of the more expensive rough materials that we actually buy. But it makes this so amazing is that we go to places, and here again, the person we bought this from, this was a one and done deal. I mean, they actually mine apatite. And during the mining process of the apatite, they ran into the stope of the tourmalines. They got that, they cleaned it out, and we bought the good percentage of that, of the nice material. And that's the only reason that we could do that. And that's a material that comes out of Madagascar. Here again, very, very unusual. They do have tourmalines in Africa. This is the only tourmaline that I'm aware of. That I've seen anyway from Madagascar.
We love it, and it is about to be sold out, so well done if you managed to get in. Jay, I've arrived at our final showcase showdown. I just want to tell everybody that the last item of the night is going to be like a 2-minute special. It's over here. It's an opal. and it's discounted significantly, okay? So be ready. Even if you only buy one thing, you'll want to buy that. I'm trying to give you fair warning because the price is right in front of me, and it's really exciting. So that's coming up. Every one of these has been specially discounted. Charoite. You heard Jay talk earlier about answering the question, which gemstone, which mine find still gives you the goosebumps. Charoite is one of them. Several years ago, Jay launched it here on HSN with our very own Connie Craig Carroll. It was exclusive for the longest time. It has, if there was a book written about Mr. Jay King, a lot would be said. But one of the chapters, Jay, would be dedicated wholly to Charoite and how successful and popular and significant it has been.
Well, you know what's really amazing, okay, here again, that we've had the opportunity to be with you for 26 years, and we've had that viewer support for us to actually do what we love, which is our art. And if you look at this, and Adam, I want you to pay particular attention to the pendant, right? Now, look at the silver work, look at the design. But what really is over the top of this, and like I said, you know, what is your favorite stone? Well, our favorite material, Charoite. When I first got this, I was just over the moon with it. When I got this, it rekindled that love affair. We launched this over 20 years ago. Yeah. And we had it for 3 years. Nobody else I know ever had it on air. And funny enough, this comes from the Ural Mountains in Russia. This is what makes this different is this is all top grade material, especially the pendant there. You're looking at AAA grade Charoite. Even the beads, that's all A grade. There's nothing less than an A grade in that, but that's AAA that we're using for the cabochon in this. This material, believe it or not, I found this about, well, now it'd be 4 years ago in Tucson. And I was able to get it, from what it turned out to be, the nephew of the guy that I was buying the rough from over 20 years ago, who was the original miner. And all of a sudden, all this grade ran out. You know, Connie, and it wasn't just Connie, it was just all the show hosts that we had. We did, for 3 years, we did Charoite. There wasn't a single event, a single show that we didn't sell out on it. And then the material, we lost it, it was gone. Now, could you get material? Yeah, but it was all the B, C, D, E material. I mean, it wasn't the A grade or the AAA or the AA, which is what we were getting. So we just gave up on it, we never did it. When I got this 4 years ago, and we got this opportunity and we found this AAA grade. But this material is actually the material that was mined by the original miner, which goes to show you, you know what? He kept all, when he knew that it was starting to run out, what did he did? He hoarded all this, that's why there was none of that material. The only material that he was putting out was all the low grade materials. Right. So he had high grade material, but he wasn't releasing it to the market. But he's passed away, and his nephew inherited this, and we were lucky enough to run into him. And believe it or not, what was so funny is he's a physicist by trade. He's a Russian physicist, and just happened to be at the Tucson Gem Show with this. And you know, he knew an incredible amount about it. But that's when we made the link that his uncle, that it was his company that I was originally buying from, who was the original miner of this. One of the original miners. It's
the stories. We love the stories. That's why we're tuning in tonight to hear Jay's amazing, all true stories about the origins, the sources, how Jay gets them. A lot of you asking about the autumn opal, guys. We're doing that next. It's going to be a 2-minute special. They will all sell out in 2 minutes because the price is so low. You'll understand why, so have your phone ready. I really want to focus in on this. This was highlighted by our entire team earlier as one of the big deals of the evening, and for good reason. Look at the color. Come close with this and you're gonna see green agate in all of its glory. It's almost like this beautiful, soft yet strong green, almost a seafoam touch to it, but I love the styling with the rondelle-shaped beads strung in the graduated silhouette. Jay, love this. Offered on air at the lowest price ever for our green agate jewelry.
Yeah, you know, and here again, this started out as a mine find. And when you say agates, you know, agates are just, you know, people aren't aware of this. Okay, this specific agate will only come out of that one specific deposit. Right. Agates are found worldwide. There are people that spend their whole life writing about agates. There are people that their whole life is studying and collecting and writing. If you ever can go to the Tucson Gem event, you'll find people that will be there signing the books, the authors that have collected and studied agate, a lot of them for almost their entire life. Every agate is specific to that deposit. It will never be found anywhere else. So this agate right here is found in that one location. This material comes out of Australia. They find it in that one location, and then it's that specific. So, somebody told me one time, if you think about agates or jaspers, it's like going to the supermarket and you go to produce. Well, if you think about it, okay, produce, there's all kinds of, agates are like produce. So you can say produce, but there's all different varieties. You've got lettuce and celery and carrots, and understand? So there's a huge variety of them, but they're all unique and different in their own right. And that's what makes agate so special. Also, as a manufacturer, I've told people this, but I truly mean this, okay? Agates are a blessing and a curse. When you work with them, the thing with agates, they're extremely hard. When something's hard, guess what? The only thing you can do to work it is cut it with something that's harder than it. The only way you can work with agate is diamond, all diamond. You have to use diamond, and you also have to use diamonds to cut it and polish it. And then, or black sapphire powders we'll use for the final finish when we buff it. But that's all very expensive just to do that. But because they're so hard, they keep the polish.
Stay there for the beautiful, gorgeous agate, folks. There's 150 left of those. I hope you have your phone in your hand. I'll show you it first before I show you the price. This is the necklace and pendant. You get both. This is the ring, and these are the earrings. In 5 seconds, I'm going to reveal the price, and the phone lines will go crazy, but I only have about 150. So start dialing now, because I'm revealing the price in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Autumn Opal for $53, the necklace. Autumn Opal pendant for $48. The earrings are $32, and the ring is $29. Is it the biggest discount of the night? Clearly it is. This is a giveaway. It's our special finish for the show. Jay, I couldn't ask for a better way to go out tonight. Beautiful Autumn Opal. Give us the backstory on this before it's completely gone.
Okay, well, we were in Ethiopia. We were buying precious opal, and we were approached by the individual who mined this. And it's a common opal, but it comes from Ethiopia. I guarantee you we got it all. So I can say that we have it all, and we used it all. So I couldn't even, I could maybe cut 20 more necklaces or something. It's all I've got on the material. But this is what Mine Finds is all about. You're finding things that are new, exclusive. And here again, there's no Ethiopian autumn opal mine that they're out there mining 5 days a week, 365 a year, right? It just doesn't happen. This is a one-shot deal. They went out, they mined what was in the stope, they got everything out. We went through that. We did all the select material, and that's what we bought, and then we make it into these beautiful jewelry designs. So if you're an opal collector and you like to have things that are new and unique and different, this will be one that you can't even go buy specimens of. Okay, it's that rare and that unique. Autumn opal, though, we had a contest. They didn't have a name for it, right? So we had a contest to name it, and the winner was Autumn Opal. And if you think about it, if you look at this, all the different colors, it reminds you of autumn, right? And that's what I thought. The rough, if you see the rough material, all the colors of autumn, you've got the browns and the oranges, and all the different unique looks, the golds of autumn, and the reds. It's gorgeous. And that has it all in this material. It's a really, really lovely opal. And if you're an opal collector, you can't go wrong.
Jay, obviously this is going to sell out. Congratulations to you and everybody in the team for a wonderful night. What time are you back in the morning?
I come back, I'm on with Debbie at 11 Eastern Standard Time, and then I'm on all day. I've got Lynn, and then I finish up with Suzanne.
Jay, it's a pleasure, my friend.
What I always love, just so you know, you're my mom's favorite, right? She actually made me say, tell Adam, make sure you tell Adam I said hello.
I love Jay's mom, and we love Jay King. Thank you so much, Jay, and thank you to you for joining us on this special night. Stay with us. The night is young. Enjoy all your new jewelry. Wear it in good health, and good night, everybody.